right, good evening, everybody. My name's Chris Putnick. It has been, if I'm not mistaken, maybe, but it's been 854 days since we've had a ceremony for the women alone. I think our last standalone ceremony was January the 16th, 2020. And then we didn't have a ceremony again until December 2020. That was combined. I believe all the 2021 ceremonies were combined ceremonies. So this, for you, is giving you guys all the deserved spotlight on your recovery, not having to share it with the men, standing on your own two strong women, right? I always like to start off by expressing gratitude to the participants and the staff for their role in making the ceremony possible. A lot of effort and a lot of care and love goes into making these nights possible. And so thank you for the staff that worked on the ceremony. I know Jason is back there learning new skills with YouTube. Really want to thank the participants who helped prepare the food, get the facility clean, and always love the special touches that the ladies bring, such as the names on the dry erase board with the silver chip numbers. It's just adds so much to the spirit of this place, so thank you. We operate as a nonprofit, and with that, we have a dedicated group of volunteers that are our board of directors, and they are responsible for overseeing the welfare of the organization. We also have a board of trustees that is comprised primarily of former members of the board of directors who help manage our endowment. And these are men and women who give of their time, talent, and treasure. And just want to say thank you to them and thank you to all those who play a role. Real important, a huge debt of gratitude to the recovery community for embracing the men and women who are seeking a new way of life and being there to help guide and share recovery. We're really excited about tonight. Always get to learn new things. Always impressed and stunned by the sheer resilience, courage, and perseverance of the ladies. Hands down, you guys really hang in there and go through a lot. And just lots of respect and admiration for the example you set for everybody. So we're looking forward to tonight. I'm excited to introduce Tracy. And Tracy's going to talk about the silver chip and what's going to happen tonight. And the best part will be hearing from the women who are silver chip.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for everybody coming out. So we're here tonight to recognize and celebrate 5 ladies who have done an amazing job with completing our program and have become alumni of our program. What they will be receiving is a medallion that says, "I am responsible one day at a time," and on the back of it, Healing Transitions of Raleigh. So their journey is not over. Our hope is that they will continue this journey that they're on and continue to engage in recovery. So the first person that we would like to recognize is a Trillium referral who came to us on June 24th, 2020. Amanda Jones had a smooth path through our program, minus being addressed on some of her attitudes and behaviors. Amanda transitioned to CPR1 on August 3rd, 2020, where she was held accountable for manipulation, not following community suggestions, gossiping, and procrastination. She suggested writings and actions such as 1,000 words on how does my self-centered fear play into my relationship, a 1-week staff ban, which was much needed, a silent roster, and 2,000 words on excuses keep me sick. Amanda transitioned to CTR2 on March 10th, 2021, where she did a service commitment in our planning room as a peer mentor. On August 24th, 2021, Amanda transitioned out of our long-term recovery program as an alumni. While engaged in our program, Amanda attended a total of 440 12-step meetings. Please help me welcome Healing Transitions alumni number 294, Ms. Amanda Jones.
Hey everyone, I'm Amanda Jones. I'm definitely an alcoholic and a drug addict as well. Yeah, I'm alumni 294. I really wasn't expecting being first, so I'm very nervous. So I'm a Trillium referral. I came from Craven County. I was in jail from January 29th until June 24th of 2020 when I came here. I was completely helpless at that moment. I mean, I begged and begged to get to a treatment program, and that's where I heard from ladies in jail about this program, and I was like, I'm very interested. Like, I would do anything and willingly to go to this program. I knew I needed the help. I'm very grateful for all the staff and everybody that I've came in the program with. I mean, I know my family probably called Jamie Elk 1,000 times when I'm getting in the program. When I was in jail in the planning room, like probably off the wall for me and my family, because it was the time of COVID, and I knew I called in March and the doors were closed, but I was accepted and I just had to wait till the doors were open. So I was probably like the happiest person to be here to get out of the 22-hour lockdown in jail. I mean, I had a $500,000 bond. Like, I was completely broken, like depressed, desperate to get some help. And I needed to be here. This was my 4th treatment program. A 2-week program didn't work for me. A 1-month program didn't work for me. I needed the help. I hit my bottom, and all the ladies and the staff here, you guys taught me how to love again and gain some true friends, and I'm gonna cry. But I made some really good friends, and even after the program, it helped me with some housing. I mean, I live at Job's Journey, and that was tremendous. Like, so much of what this program has done for people, I'm so grateful. And I've been sober for a little over 2 years now, and I wouldn't have done that. I have a great job. I can actually save money today and buy myself a new car. And, you know, I love you all tremendously. Casey House, Miss Tracy, Chris, Gina, and all the ladies here. You guys have helped me so much. And, thanks to the board for, creating this place, because we wouldn't have done it without them, and helped so many people. And thanks to Trillium for getting me out of that county to a new one I could call home today and stay sober. And I'm gonna cry, so I love y'all, and thanks for being here. All right, I love hearing gratitude. Yes. All right, so our next alumni is probably known for being one of the best dressed participants in our program. Renee Young. Renee Young first entered our program through our non-medical detox on September 21st, 2020. She transitioned to MET1 on September 23rd, 2020. She had a smooth path through our program, transitioning to CTR1 on October 28th. While in this portion of the program, Renee was addressed on attitudes and behaviors such as bad attitude, not following community guidelines, another bad attitude, irresponsibility, and not being a sister's keeper. She received suggestions from her peers such as 1,000 words, the grandmother I'm going to be, a get to know me roster, and 500 words on time, tone, and technique. Renee transitioned to CTR2 on June 9th, 2021, and completed a service commitment as a peer mentor.
On October 16, 2021, Renee transitioned out of our long-term program as an alumnus. While engaged in the program, Renee attended a total of 390 12-step meetings. Please help me welcome Healing Transitions alumni number 296. Yes.
Ooh. I'm honored. I am so honored to be here today. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. It's been a long journey, and it's not over yet. When I came into Healing Transitions, I came off a 4 or 5 day run. I was tired, real tired, and I wasn't really thinking about coming into recovery, but it was awful. So when I got here, through a friend with, telling me about the program, I didn't anticipate being here for a year. That's the first thing from my mind. Oh no, a year. So he said to me, he says, "You spent all this time doing all of this stuff that you've done. Why can't you invest in yourself?" And I tell you, it's the best thing I could have ever done. And I'm so grateful that I took the time out to start to believe in myself and get some healing and some information about my disease. I am an alcoholic. I am an addict, and I can never forget that. So grateful to see my sisters still hanging in there, still doing what they do, and the newcomers as well. I don't know where to begin sometimes and where to end, because so many people here played a part in my recovery. Chef Teresa, you showed me more than one way to make chicken and dumplings. I wanted to make it my way. Miss Tracy pretty much forced me into planning room. But it was the best, it was the best thing for me to do. It got me out of my comfort zone. I began to grow and learn how to fellowship with my sisters and how to have some accountability about myself. The joy that I got from the program was teaching, because honestly, I learned more from everyone else than I could ever teach anyone here. Truly. Gina, where's Gina?
Right here, Bennett.
Hi, Gina. Gina was my little safe haven where I could go and beg for stuff. Thank you so much. Casey, you taught me how to trust, how to open up, and let someone else in. And I thank you for that, because I know I wasn't receptive in the beginning. Thank you. Where's Mary? Well, my sponsor, my ex-sponsor. I love you wherever you are. You taught me some things as well. Thank you for coming to get me and others here. And I'm sure that you continue to do that, because it's important that we get to meetings and just know that other people are going through what we're going through, and that they're winning too. They're moving on with their lives. They're growing. And so can we. Thank you, Debbie, my current sponsor, who teaches me every day to do that gratitude list. Sometimes I don't want to do, to go to those meetings that I don't want to go to. I'm chairing meetings.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's uncomfortable at times, but it's so much needed in my life. I appreciate it so much. If there's anyone I'm missing, Janae, I love you. Tom, thank you. Oh my gosh, is that Crystal? Oh, I can't forget Crystal. Crystal and I worked in the kitchen together, and I really didn't think we would get along. That's my sister, and I love you. And she always, always had my back, and me as well. I don't want to cry, but I'm just so grateful. Thank you, Chris, for an amazing program, and also including me in things that would bode well for Healing Transitions as a whole. I appreciate that opportunity. And if anything else you need me for, you know, I welcome that too. If I'm missing anyone, it's not because I don't love you and I don't care. April, finally, I've been looking for you. Where you been? Miss Diane, love you too. Glad you're here. Miss Carolyn, oh my God. It's amazing. Thank you for supporting this program. Thank you for just showing up, continuing, even when it's hard to come back. You know, what I know about this place is that I remember, I don't know what the Corba is, but when I was petitioning to Corba, one of the questions she asked me, which I thought was, what do you think about your number? And at that time, I'm like, it's just a number. But when someone tried to give it away mistakenly, I was like, what's up? It really,
Facebook quick.
thank you. Right. I earned this. And today is real important to me. Thank you.
All right, so our next alumni that we would like to recognize is Miss Crystal Meehan. Crystal was referred to us by the Helen Wright Center, and her initial engagement with us was on March 18th, 2020. Crystal had multiple engagements with us, but when she left the program, she never stayed away too long. With her first engagement, Crystal made it to CTR1 and then experienced a return to use. She came back to Met 1 on September 11th, 2020, made it to CTR1, and again entered our detox for taking an unapproved medication. She was able to return back to CTR1 on December 14th, but left the program on March 12th, 2021. She presented back to our detox on March 21st and worked her way back to CTR1, but left the program on April 25th. Crystal returned the same day, re-entering our detox. This time around, Crystal was able to stick and stay and made it to CTR2. She completed the service commitment as a kitchen steward and transitioned out of our program as an alumnus of our program on November 21st, 2021. While engaged in our program, Crystal was addressed on behaviors such as not being a sister's keeper, inconsideration, messy room, and job irresponsibility. She received suggestions from her peers, such as 1,000 words on how my ego affects my recovery, 500 words, how my words can hurt, a 1 week speak when spoken to, and a trust walk. While engaged in our program this time around, Crystal attended a total of 230 12-step meetings in 187 days, and is now an employee of Healing Transitions, working in our Recovered Treasures thrift store. Please help me welcome Healing Transitions alumni, number 297.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. When I got here, I was so delusional. Not only did I think COVID was a drug that I just had to get a hold of, I think it was my first week here, I went into Miss Tracy to tell her how wonderful her program was, but I had so many more suggestions that would make it better. I mean, delusional. But no one ever gave up on me. No one did. If it wasn't for Chef, I don't know what I would have done. Many a times I just would go in there and mop the floor. I got really engaged in POAs, dug my feet into them and just made them as fabulous as I possibly can. I was here the whole time for COVID. I had to get a sponsor on Zoom. And that was really difficult. It really took me out of my comfort zone because here's a person I've never truly met. I'm asking you to help me sight unseen and walk me through steps that I'm not even sure I really believed in at the time. But I did it and my sponsor stayed with me. She's still my same sponsor. The last time I engaged in this program in the detox, I had a friend who was also there. I just celebrated my 1 year, April 26th, and on that same day, which is our 1 year anniversary, she had a baby. And it just gives me goosebumps to know how special this program is. You know, I have been reunited with my daughter. I am part of her family extendedly. I went just yesterday to her T-ball game and she got her plaque, and I went to her birthday party, and it's wonderful. I mean, I am a part of society and society wants me to be a part of them. I'm still a work in progress. I have serious communication issues, but they are coming along a whole lot better than they are. Because when I was here, I truly just thought you knew what I was thinking, and how dare you question me? But to be honest with you, you have to talk about things. That's just the way it is. I now work for Healing Transitions, and I have learned how communication is such a huge part of just daily life. And I just didn't know that. I really didn't. I just thought you just stuffed everything in and you kept on walking. But you can't keep walking. You just can't. You have to open up. Do a thorough 4th step, do an honest 5th step, and do your inventory every night. And every time you see somebody, whether you like them or not, have something nice to say, because you never know who needs to hear it. You never know. Chef, I love you. I don't know what I would have done without you. You always had my back, always. I love you so much. Thank you, Casey. She actually stopped me in the hallway, and I wanted to go to a Oxford House. And she was like, no, I think I got something, that might work a little bit better for you. And Joe's Journey is an awesome place. And if you are able to get in there, that's deep, solid recovery. But make sure you're prepared when you go there, Things are truly different when you go outside now. Everything's expensive. I remember the first time, I had to go buy groceries and make my own meal. That was crazy. I only had to go to the kitchen. It's serious out there. You don't think about these things because you're here for 20 months and all you gotta do is go to Chef and Chef's gonna feed you. She ain't gonna let you lose no weight up in here. No, honey, it's not gonna happen. Miss Tracy, thank you. I had an incident here and they safely got me to where I needed to be. No questions asked, just made sure they made sure I wasn't embarrassed, and they made sure I got to the necessary treatment that I needed while I'm here. This is your opportunity to do things that you didn't do earlier in life. And I suggest you take every minute, second of it, because once you walk out that door, it's not the same. It's not the same. This is life. This is real life. This is preparing you for real life that normal people live on, and we just miss that. That's part of growing up, So with that, I thank you. I love each and every one of you. If you guys ever need anything, you know where I'm at. I love you guys. I'm always here. If you ever want to do a POA, you need some help. Trust me, I love a POA. Thank you so much.
And Crystal's not lying. If you get a POA put together, she's the one. All right, so our next alumni also has had history in our program. Diana Bennett initially entered our program back in 2013. She did not stay long, but re-engaged with us on June 30th, 2020 through a non-medical detox center, where she had a very smooth process through her program afterwards. Diana transitioned to CTR 1 on August 6, 2020, where she was addressed on attitudes and behaviors such as irresponsibility, not following community guidelines, and unwillingness. She received suggestions from her peers such as a help me roster, a get to know me roster, and a courageous conversation log for 2 weeks. Diana transitioned to CTR 2 on March 24th, 2021, where she was voluntold to complete a service commitment in the planning room. Which she did. While engaged in the program, Diana attended, and I don't know if this is accurate, but that's what it said. She attended 596 12-step meetings in 405 days. Please help me welcome Healing Transitions alumni number 298, Diana.
Y'all know I don't like to be front and center. So it's just gonna be hard. I wanna thank God for getting me through this program first. Then I wanna thank my daughter, my granddaughter, because if they haven't given me the ultimatum to either get myself together, they won't have anything else to do with me. I decided to come here. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad I came through the program because it taught me a lot about myself. Those things that I didn't know about myself, and I learned. I'm coming today through the grace of God. And I want to thank Miss Casey, because Miss Casey gave me the opportunity to go home instead of going to an hospital house or Dove's journey. And she helped me stay in compliance, take suggestions, and come back to my community, and my community said that I should be a sewer chipper. And I'm gonna tell you, this means a lot to me. And I just thank this program, and I thank all the people that I've met in this program along the way. Because everybody taught me something, and I've learned from everybody. I want to thank Miss Gina, because I could go in there and talk to her and tell her my problems sometimes, and she helped me. And that was great. And I greatly thank you, Miss Gina. I want to thank Miss Angela Kane. She's my sponsor. She was my listening ear. I could cry on her shoulder. She never judged me. She gave me suggestions, and I took those suggestions. And I'm just grateful. And I want to really give back what was so freely given to me. And I thank everybody. I just thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so our last alumni we would like to recognize tonight is Miss Alyssa Chastain. Alyssa. Sure. Alyssa came to us as a former participant. Her first engagement with us was back in June of 2016, where she stayed for 3 days and then left the program. Alyssa returned to our program in January of 2020, where she made it to CTR 1 on February 13th, but again left the program in March. Alyssa's third engagement with Healing Transitions was on August 18th, 2020, and in which she had a smooth path through our program. She transitioned to CTR 2 on April 14th, 2021, and completed a service commitment working with our administrative staff. Less than 4 months later, Alyssa transitioned to alumni status, having completed our long-term recovery program. While engaged in our program, Alyssa was addressed on attitudes and behaviors such as irresponsibility, messy room, inappropriate behavior, and not following community guidelines. She received suggestions from her peers such as 1,000 words on don't rush the process, 500 words on forgiving myself, and a 2-week sponsor log. After transitioning out of the program, Alyssa became one of our newest hires working in our detox and shelter departments as a recovery engagement specialist. While engaged in the program this time around, Alyssa attended a total of 357 12-step meetings. Please help me welcome Healing Transitions alumni number 293, Alyssa Chastain.
Third time's a charm. So I'm probably gonna keep this short because I'm nervous. I'm so incredibly grateful for this program. It has not given me my life back. It has given me the opportunity to create a brand new life. I was basically crawling up the steps to detox when I got here. God, I swear I was gonna get emotional. I was like crawling pretty much when I got here. I had no plans to come back here. That was the last thing I wanted to do. But I knew that something had to change. And I remember my mom looking into my eyes and saying that her daughter wasn't there. So I always tell people, like, I had no soul left in me when I got here. And as much as I fought, like, it may say I had a smooth process, like, through the program, but like, I fought it every step of the way. I'm very defiant in all aspects. But yeah, I finally, I gave in and I listened to people who knew better than I did. And it's just been extremely rewarding. I have things in my life today that I never, ever thought were possible for somebody like me. That a lot of times I feel like I don't deserve. But it's only because of the people who believed in me in this program, because I came in and I had no faith in myself whatsoever. I had no proof, that I could do anything differently. I tried for 14 years, tried and failed until I came and sat down and really surrendered and was willing to listen. That's where the real change came in. And now I'm blessed to have the opportunity to give that back to other people, which is extremely rewarding. Mm-hmm. So I'm just very, very grateful, and I want to thank all of the staff here because everybody has played a huge, huge part in my recovery. All of my ladies here. Like I never ever thought that I would make relationships, especially with women. I had my walls up so high, never thought that I would be able to trust anybody again. And I have now formed relationships through this program that will last a lifetime. Like we may not talk to each other every day, but it's like, that's your family. And I do want to thank my family because after the complete hell that I put them through, they never gave up on me. And thank God for getting me through this, because I'm going to tell you guys, like, if you don't have a relationship, you might need to get one to get through some of the stuff that you're going to encounter. Life shows up, man. It shows up. But as long as you have the right support around you and really lean on them, you can get through it. So thank you. Very, very honored to be here. Thank you, Ms. Tracy and Casey. I love you guys.
Okay. All right, so my name is Casey House. I'm the transition coordinator here at the women's campus. I'm also alumni number 144. And I'm also a woman in long-term recovery. So what we're gonna do right now is we like to take a moment to acknowledge the ladies that have made it to the CTR2 portion of our program. And what that means is they have completed the 28 group sessions of Recovery Dynamics, and they have gotten to the final portion of our program. And they have now started to do a commitment to give back to the facility, in a position to start job searching. They're doing budgeting, things of that nature. So we want to acknowledge these women that have gotten to this final stage. So one of the things that they're going to get tonight is one single marble, because it's been said that they lost all their marbles when they were out there. So now they're at a stage where they can get one of them back. Just one, okay? You guys don't drop it. The other thing that they're going to be able to get is, we have a choice of 2 different styles, but they're going to be able to get a bracelet. On both of them, it says she believed she could, so she did. And that's our hope for all of you. Believe you can and do it. The third and final thing that the ladies are going to receive tonight is a copy of their detox picture, in hopes that you'll never forget. All right. So the first lady that we'd like to acknowledge tonight is Demetria Waring.
Yes. I love you too.
All right now. This lady up we got is Crystal Taylor. Just one, that's all you get.
Okay. Not the whole jar.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Amanda Charlotte. Miss Tanya Grant.
Like, what is
Next up, we got Megan Good. I told you. What are we You can change it.
Where's Waldo?
Next up, we have Eleanor.
Do it.
Line I did it.
You gotta be extra big.
All right, thank you guys. I think I'm gonna turn it over to Chris.
All right.
never fails to disappoint, the inspiration in each story and each journey to get to this place. And also hearing, that the journey continues.
Yes.
Right? And there's new territory to explore and to learn how to navigate. And you get to do that with a lot of support, a lot of love, and a lot of people around you. It is a little bit before 7, so we're going to go again. I do want to say that Amanda Blue is getting a well-deserved, overdue vacation this week. And tomorrow is her 29th birthday, and I just want us to say happy birthday to you. So thank you, and please join us afterwards for some fellowship. And if you need any photos with your family or your sisters, just let me know.
Thank you.